This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, so as you know, at Miniature Market, if you go over $100, you get free shipping, right? Pretty easy thing to figure out. So I saw this game and I wanted to get it. It was Paper Dungeons. And once I got it, I mean, into my cart, I got something else and I was short a few dollars. So I kind of tried this out and it was okay. But I had added something that was really kind of cheap and it had one player on it. And I said, what the heck, it'll put me over $100. And it was this little masterpiece, Mini Rogue, which I knew nothing about. But I very quickly learned how great this game is. Let's go down to the table, we'll talk a little bit about it, and then we'll come back up and I'll tell you what I think about this. Explain every rule, but I'm going to just give you a quick overview of just how glorious this game is. You're going to have a bunch of these dungeon cards, and you're going to lay everything out in this type of order here. You're going to pick from a bunch of different characters. There's rogues, there's mages, there's a priestess, there's a crusader. Of course, I'm going to be the crusader. And you're going to have a certain amount of points. You're going to have your hit points. There's going to be food. Sometimes you'll have gold. Sometimes you'll have shields. Shields are important. They soak up one damage. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to start off and you're going to start always up in the upper left hand corner. You're going to turn this over and you're going to negotiate what this is. Like, this is a shrine, for instance. So you're going to roll, this is a skill check. So you get one white die, which is your die. And as you can see, you have some criticals on here. These are going to be successes in a skill check. Now, as you level up and you get experience points here, you're going to get more dice. But you start off with one. This is your dungeon die. This is going to tell you a lot of different things. So you're going to roll. And, well, I missed the skill check, so I have a failure. So we're going to look here, 3, and oh yeah, that's not good. We failed it, and we are now cursed. So we would add this curse die. Every time you get this, you're going to reduce your hit points. Now, like I said, you start with 10 and you're going to go down. Once you go down to 0, you die. And meanwhile, you're going to be trying to go through all these different levels. So say, for instance, we passed this skill check and we did pretty well. Well, then we're going to turn over these 2 cards, okay? And we can only go this way. We can't go backwards. So if I went here, I can't go back and go this way. I have to keep on progressing down this way. It always has to be either down or to the left until I get to this tile here. Now, over here on this side here, once I went there, we would reset all these cards, shuffle them all back up into the deck here, okay? And then we would proceed down again. On our way, every time we complete an area, we're going to be able to upgrade things. You're going to find gold, you're going to find health and stuff like that. And then the second time we go down, okay, as you can see right here, it says the boss. We're going to turn this over and we're going to fight this particular boss, okay? Now, if this was a level 1, as you can see, 1 player, we would have to beat him with 12 hit points. Every time we don't kill him, we're going to get -2 to our health. If we defeat him, we're going to get 2 experience and gold, okay? What we're trying to do is work our way down, all the way down to the 4th floor, the Sunken Keep, and on the bottom, and we are going to fight Ugg. Ugg's remains, okay? If we can beat him, we have won the game. But we still got a couple more bosses to go through, and what's really cool about this is there's an interchangeable boss, so you don't know what you're going to get here, and you're going to put 3 on top of Ugg. So you're going to constantly be working your way down, trying to survive, try to get down, and defeat Ugg. If you're able to do that, you are victorious. In the meantime, you're going to be getting experience points, which will give you additional dice, and also you're going to be getting points that are going to help you. You can decide on a tree to increase your abilities. On the other side of this, you could do the tower, which is just as fun. You can start and work your way down until you get to the tower and defeat all the monsters there. There are so many different things that happen here. There are traps, there are treasure rooms, there are bonfires that'll help you, crows, corridors, tombs, and I probably have every monster underneath here, which I know for a fact here. There's a monster here. So depending on the level that you're at, that's who you're going to fight. Cursed Guard, Lesser Worm on the 3rd floor, Skeleton Shoulder. As you can see, they just get harder and harder. But as you get better, you're going to get more rewards, which are going to help you and beef you up. So possibly you can maybe, with a little bit of luck, defeat Ugg's remains, which I have yet to do. And this is a challenging, rewarding, and fantastic game that is so simple that it's one of those games. It's simple to learn, but impossible to master. This is a must have. Let's go up top, and you'll get my final thoughts. This was an absolute surprise and a masterpiece. It's not easy to even come close to beating. A bunch of bad rolls and your life is just completely miserable. I love how you have to go a certain way, and you can kind of try to figure out where you want to go and how you want to go about it, but you never know what's underneath there until you step on that one dungeon and you flip over those 2 cards, and then you have a choice. But then eventually you're going to run into that card where you really don't have a choice. And as you delve down, you're trying to get enough resources and make sure you're managing your food, your hit points, especially trying to gear up properly so you can get the proper stances that would help you along the way. And then when do you flip over the card and use your ability and say, okay, I'm in a desperate spot. I need to use this ability here to help me out. So I can't stop playing this. Now, I heard there were some expansions out there. I went to try to find them on eBay, but there were no way to get them. So I'm going to wait for them to come out at Miniature Market. But this is a game that has so much replayability. There is so much game in this little itty bitty box that this is like one of my favorite little dungeon crawls that I can take out at any time and just play. And if you saw the playthrough that we had, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So this gets 27 thumbs up. Okay, if I had 27 thumbs, I only got 2, and I don't think it's enough to tell you how great this and fun this game is, and the replayability, the uncertainty, because there's a whole bunch of these dungeon cards here. You put out 8, but there's a ton more, so you just don't know what you're going to run into. And then there's a story mode on top of it. This is a must-have, and if you can find it, check Miniature Market. You will not be disappointed in this game that is a surprise, easy to learn, impossible to master. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob.